So disclaimer is pretty obvious. Anything we show on the show that this individual is doing is not good stuff. He's not getting positive attention, and some of these stunts are quite dangerous and should not be repeated or attempted or approximated or redone in any way. Some of these things are actually quite hazardous to your health and can lead to, in the case of butt chugging, can actually lead to death. So yeah, don't do anything stupid that you see. If we say it's stupid, we kind of aren't kidding. So without further ado, let's get started. I know you guys are excited to see the first show, the first half, I guess half time, whatever. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go. Hey everybody, nice to see you. Thanks for joining me this lovely summer from Doctor Who, by the way. That's what they call them across the pond. And apparently in Australia too. I just learned that like 2 seconds ago, literally. So anyway, if you guys know what term kind of loosely, Chris Hann. So Chris Hann is a guy who has been on, that's this guy here. So he's been on the internet for quite some time. I actually got a tip that has some videos of him from more of his personal life on um, live, where his mother and him are in 2 years ago. And some of the stuff I saw, I'm like, well, you know what? Not my humor, but more or less harmless. But now more error. But he keeps our house dirty. He keeps her dirty, and obviously I'll just have an expert lecturer about taking care of adults from Australia in the United States, but we can at least get some idea of what's going on. We also have 4 other women who maybe it's a neighbor. I'm going to go ahead and introduce the up. We got a new joiner. 5 ladies who are also caring for adults, and I believe we have someone caring for a child as well, and they have their opinions that they would like to share with us also. So without further ado, let's meet the panel. Oh, and by the way, this is a call-in show, guys, so if you want to call in, you can go ahead and do that. So, I want to introduce Leanne. Go ahead and take yourself off mute. I want you guys, because I don't fully understand you. What is your
Hey, hi everyone. I'm a lecturer, or my official title in Australia is a trainer and assessor. So I work in what we call the vocational field with teaching adults, basically giving them able to get out into the workplace and perform in their careers, I suppose. I'm a subject matter expert on aged care and also disability within those two in Australia.
Okay, so you would be someone that would be an elderly person.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I am.
And I want everyone else to, let's just briefly introduce ourselves. Everyone's going to forget when you first start telling like your stories and everything.
Sure.
Galaxy, you're next.
A little bit about my story is when I was about 23, I started caring for my grandmother. I was a single mom with 3 kids. and I took care of her for the last 19 years. And I took care of her till she passed away. And it was a struggle, and I had to quit my job at the end to be home with her, but I made it through, and I'm just hoping I can give an honest opinion of what's going on or what I feel is going on.
Okay, very great. Also,
Yes, because it's super long and I don't want to go into all of it, but I have a 13-year-old daughter. She has a severe disability. She wasn't born this way. Something happened, and now she needs me for everything. I also worked as a CNA before everything happened to her, caring for the elderly in nursing homes. So I have some experience in that as well. 2 other kids. I'm married. I stay at home to take care of my daughter, so that's my full-time job.
All right, excellent. And Nancy. Nancy, you're still on mute. Uh-oh, I think Nancy might have froze. Oh, hi,
Oh,
Nancy.
there you go. Hi. I was trying to unmute it the wrong place. Yes, my name is Nancy, and I've been a caretaker most.
You might have to get a little
My
closer
life,
to the
my adult life.
McDonald's. You froze there.
That was exactly.
I can see you, but you froze and their sound went out.
Okay. Is this better?
Heard
what wasn't heard.
You were introducing yourself. You said you'd been a caretaker for most of your life, and then it froze.
Okay. Yes, I've been a caretaker for it was very much taking care of people that I worked with people that could not take care of themselves. So it was a lot of responsibility and a lot of strict laws that had to be followed. When I've taken care of several family members and friends.
Is she freezing for everyone or just me?
Yeah, she's freezing for me too, Jay.
Okay.
Am I still with you?
Yep, you are. You came back.
Okay. Again, I don't know what was the last thing that was heard. I'm off mute.
Oh no, I think. Well. All right. Well, I turned my microphone up, and it's the one here. Or is it the one over here? I hope not. Oh, it is. Well, that would explain it. I used the wrong microphone. I'm talking to you guys in one microphone and doing the live in another. That should improve
Good one,
things
Jay.
a little bit. I know, right? Okay. I'm rusty. I haven't done
I don't know how to do this either, so. Okay, am I back?
Yeah, you never left. You've just been free. Yeah, but you were frozen
Loud
there
and
for
clear.
a minute again. Hey, Nancy. I don't think your internet's gonna work for it. This didn't happen when we tested earlier, which is a bummer. We just won't. You'll still be able to talk, but we just won't have the voice. Use the phone number to call in on just a regular telephone. Do it like a voice call, because I think your internet might be real bad, and you won't have to like do anything to rejoin. Just call, and then we'll reintroduce you. Oh, did you get any? Did you get any of that?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Use the phone to call in. Because I think your internet might be too bad. Like call in. There's a. Let me send it again. Hold on 1 second. Dial by your location. Okay. There are phone numbers that are by location, so you won't have to
Okay.
dial long distance or anything. And what you'll do is you'll just dial in one. You'll be able to hear us still. Zoom does that. I saw up on or get out of the app and go ahead and just dial the number, and we're gonna move on. But once you call in, it will add you back into here, and then we'll just pick up with you when you get back in. I guess you did that, and it's not going.
Okay. So what I
Okay, my name's Tanya. I didn't start out to be a caregiver, old, and she still took care of herself. She took care of my uncle who lived next door. He worked every day. She cooked his breakfast. She made his lunch. She cooked his supper. Um, she had a stroke, and she was paralyzed. Her brain was still as sharp as a tack. And we just could not stand the thought of putting her in a nursing home. So I drove to Siskin every day. It was a 30-minute drive from my house, and learned how to care for her, how to do all the lifts and the transfers and, everything. And so we made her house handicap accessible, and I moved in with her to care for her. And it was 24/7, of course, because I did not want her to have a different quality of life than what she was used to. And so mine was really a love choice. I said, I got my education at the School of Granny. And so that's where my story comes from. And on my 50th birthday, she was transitioning, and I told her to go on, that I would love the next day. And when the hospice nurse came to pronounce her, to get her ready for the funeral home to come and take her, but I did have to learn all kinds of stuff that I knew. IT person. I had hardware in my neck, and I needed a surgery for my lumbar, but I would do it all the time. She loved to order things. Her UPS man and her mailman would bring them straight into her house, and she always had goodies for them. And I guess that's where my regulations about caring for people. Both of my sisters are in positions to where they have that. I would just like to kidnap her. And I can't even look at Chris Hann. I just can't even look at him.
Tonight.
Oh, I've seen him. I know. I can stomach through it, but I'm from Tennessee, and that's just how we talk, Jay. That's just how we talk.
I'm from Georgia.
But that my caregiving, I had to learn the hard way, and that's just, mine's more.
It looks like your audio's connecting. We'll get to you. It looks like you. So we do see you. Looks like your audio's connected, so probably the phone thing worked. Okay. Yours says iPhone 2. I'm having trouble placing cams to profiles. So you're next.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm actually from North Carolina, but I'm on the eastern side of the United States. I guess my position was also a caregiver position. You have to excuse me, I'm a little nervous. It's hard talking about it, really. My grandparents actually raised me. So they took me out of a bad home environment, and they were pretty much my saving grace. And so for me just to be able to return the favor just a little bit was just a small, minute sacrifice that I. He had really bad heart condition. He had actually had 9 heart attacks and 1 mini stroke, and then he found out that he had cancer, and cancer of the kidney is actually what killed him. And within a 6-month time period, it had took his life. And he had called me down to his house one night and sat me down with him and my grandmother, and had told me, asked me that if I would take on the role of, being there for them and taking care of them if something was to ever happen. And he said, I hate to have to ask you to do it, but I feel like that you're about the only one in the family that's cut out for it. I'm sorry, I've got a loudmouth dog. But be quiet. And so it was a lot for me to think about, because he was my grandfather. He wasn't my father. And I had a mother and I had an aunt. And but they came to me out of confidence and asked me to take on that role, and I felt honored for that, and I withheld my duty the best I could. 6 months after my grandfather passed away, my mom passed away, and sick, which was very unexpected. Really declined after that. She had the start of onset dementia prior to Chapo. Shh, be quiet. She had the onset dementia prior to my grandfather passing, but after he passed, it really just put it into full force. And I really felt that I was finding myself spending more time with her than I actually was my own kids at the time. And they were, at that time, my children were like 5 and 6, or maybe they were 18 months apart. And I was working full time, and I was taking my grandma to work with me. And thank God that I was blessed at the time to have someone that was understanding enough to where I could take her into the office with me during the day. But she was feisty, and she wanted to stay outside half the day because she was always cold and smoked her cigarettes. Her excuse was she never inhaled. So, and it was her money, she said. She could do what she wanted to with it. So by God, who was I to say anything? So I let her have her little joy. But I took care of her. I finally resigned my position and stayed home with her full time and took care of her. And she fell one day and broke her hip. She got out of the bed without me knowing to get a bag of Doritos, but that's another story. And she fell and broke her hip. And it was more than I could handle by myself. I wasn't getting any help from anybody else. And at that point, I had to put her into a skilled nursing facility because she could not walk by herself at all. And she didn't last too much.
Decision?
That was probably the hardest thing I have ever done, because I was so angry with myself because I'd let her down. In my eyes, I had let her down. I had let my grandfather down. And I was hearing from my brother, I was hearing that I had done her wrong. I was hearing so much beef from people who, had so much to say, but yet they wasn't there when I really could have used a hand, or just one date night with my kid's father, And I went up there and I talked to her on several occasions, and she never held it against me. She, told me that she knew that I had to do what I had to do, if for no other reason, because I couldn't handle it. My health had started getting really bad. It's amazing what people say when they say that when you start focusing on other people and not on yourself, you really, your health goes downhill quick, and mine did. I now suffer from very bad neuropathy in my arms and my legs, from fibromyalgia. The day that she was in the hospital for a week before she went into hospice. I stayed with her the entire week. I didn't leave her side. I stayed with her the whole time in hospice. I didn't leave her side. And she passed right there in my arms, and I would not change it. If I could go back and do anything different, I would just ask for another day longer with her. I see what Chris does to his mom, and I hear her over there and is scared not to agree with him. I honestly feel like she's scared of what the repercussions may be if she doesn't agree with him.
We have a few videos where she actually speaks. I'll show you those videos in just a moment, and I want your honest opinion on those after you see them.
Thank you so much for giving me the chance to speak this evening.
Oh no, thank you so much. Like, the reason why I wanted to do this panel is because it's so easy for us to judge. We see him interacting with his mom, and it's so easy for us to judge. I really wanted to get some reasonable, normal people who've actually. We're reasonable, normal people, don't get me wrong. Someone, or as a professional in the field, someone that can actually show. I know people get frustrated, but I can't imagine speaking like this to my grandmother. So, but I've never had to, like, change her diapers. Does it get like that? Could a reasonable person, guys? Because from where I'm standing, it's like. But anyway, enough. Pauline. You haven't had your chance to introduce yourself. Sorry. Pauline, are you frozen? I think Pauline might be frozen. Oh. She moved. The block moved. I think Pauline's frozen. I'm gonna go ahead and is there anything I can do here? Or how do I? Okay, I'm gonna remove, and Pauline, frozen, but rejoin, please. There we go. All right.
Hi, Jay.
Hi.
I currently at home. She was in a facility for which I worked at also as a resident assistant. So I have lots of experience with taking care of the elderly or disabled, either in a facility or in their home. It's definitely trying on many levels to care for somebody and be the only person doing it. I'm not making excuses for Chris by any means.
No.
You know, it is hard. I mean, I love every minute that I have with my mom, and I wouldn't change it for anything. You know, she could be gone tomorrow. I don't know. So, you know, if I have to get woke up during the middle of the night or super early in the morning, I don't care. You know, it's just what I need to do. You know, she's my mom, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, so I'm just blessed that I'm able to provide the care that she needs. So when I watched one of his videos and he said, or his mom said that he hadn't checked her blood sugar. I don't know. I don't know what
we
else
have
to
that
say.
video tonight. I'd like to go ahead and show that to you as well. To be good to me. That's what hit me, because I'm like, oh shit. Like, she's saying that to her son. Like,
Yep. And you know, facilities, a lot of people think, oh, they're terrible. You're putting your mom in a facility or your dad. But you know, at least for my experience where I work, the people there that work there because they want to work there and they care about. And when I moved my mom out, we had to make a decision because of COVID. And my mom had 7 kids, and I was the only one that could see her because I worked there. So it was a no-brainer. And, you know, I think his mother would probably be much better off in a facility, you know, with other people her age and other activities and 3 meals a day that are healthy and her health care needs being met.
Also, Terry, I don't think you have introduced yourself. Terry, oh, did I?
Hi, y'all.
Hi, Terry.
Hi. How y'all doing?
We're doing great. I just wondered, go ahead and introduce yourself. Just a little short.
I'm Terry from Wisconsin. I took care of my mom from 2017 to the time she passed in 2019. She had ALS. Hardest thing I ever went through in my life. Right now I'm taking care of my dad, who is elderly and also disabled, and I also have clients that I care for as my other job. So it's a very tough job. It's heart-wrenching. So that's what I have to say.
Longer than I think they will. I like to start going, and I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments I just kind of realized that like my internet speed and stuff, because if I'm looking at comments, I'm also having to. So
okay. Sorry, I'm not going on video. I got stuck in the rain and I look like hell. And
the first video I really do want to show is the one where he is talking to his mother, and what I see is the way that he is talking to his mother is obviously not the way that most of okay.
Am I gonna get mad?
Yeah. You will. Go ahead and mute for a second, because I'm about to play the video. You will all be able to hear the video, and I'll stop the video. But I want us to hear the video in its entirety. There are 2 videos. I want us to watch them both, and then we're gonna watch some other videos that speak to what I think is evidence of his mental condition. So let's go ahead and watch this video, and without further ado, I'll just, because I'm in a loop. Let me just start playing it.
Okay.
What I say is true.
So now, all of them. So when they come out, just have them take you away.
I ain't telling them to take me away.
Hey, well,
I'll tell them to take you away.
how can they take me away? Because I pay bills?
Oh, God. It's for my money.
What do you want to do with your money? What do you want to do with it?
You're acting like I'm goddamn stupid as hell.
Since you don't know what to do with it. I'll be honest with you, I'm tired of it. And first thing in the morning, I'm getting in my car, it's in my name, and I'm fucking leaving.
How'd you get it?
But you get shot.
I had goddamn money go out of that.
No.
Oh, I done.
Sean backed it up. No.
Fucking
Okay.
You a fucking freak.
Well, me and Sean are friends again.
Well, you and Sean can kiss my ass.
My mom's so crazy, she thinks her name is on my car title. It's not.
You always think I do it.
Every time you drink, why?
You're a liar.
That's what drunk people say they're not drunk. Everybody knows that shit.
Look how you do, you asshole.
Well, for 1 hour.
No, not 1 hour, you fucking freak.
I left you for 1 hour, exactly. Somebody to, you see, you need to be at home. You need a nurse. Shit. Fucking crazy. Have a good time. That lady just don't know how to control herself. Because I'm not on your ass waiting for something. Because I go upstairs because I'm like.
That guy on there was singing.
My mom actually thinks that he is singing directly towards her. Wow. End the line. Hey, Lily, why do I want to end the line? I ain't done nothing wrong.
You
She
have.
just can't handle her out. For somebody to cause what? Dude, I know all the Pelham police. What, you think I'm scared by it for you?
I didn't bite.
It's not against the law for her to drink, you dumb Lee.
And I ain't drunk.
Look, basically Lee said we can get in trouble because you're drinking.
If you want to call it.
No, I'm not. Lee's gonna call the cops.
Go to jail.
You ain't going to jail.
It's going goddamn.
Dude, you're not going to jail. Look, I know all the Pelham police. You're not going to jail. You want me to tell this person to get in trouble is Lee for calling the cops for some bullshit. And plus, she's old enough to drink. I'm old enough to drink. So what the fuck you gonna do?
But I ain't drunk.
She's not drunk.
But hearing you talk to them.
Come on, Lee, do it. I dare you.
That's what is
Hey,
with me.
Lee, do you need me to refresh your memory and tell you where?
Usually to kiss my ass.
There you go.
And I ain't drunk for saying it.
There you go.
I've heard.
Ain't nothing gonna happen. They come out.
I ain't even had enough goddamn drink.
They come out for a welfare
Show
check.
that.
Let me tell you this. I've been through this so many times. You know how many times the cops came to our house in the past 2 years?
A bunch.
Damn near 70, 80 times. Adult Protective Services come out 2 or 3 times a month. So this ain't nothing new to me. So,
Goddamn true.
but just don't walk outside.
I ain't walking outside. I said the door.
Okay, do not walk outside.
And I haven't drank like they said.
I know. But look, I'm telling you, don't walk outside. I learned the hard way from that. I know.
And she's that goddamn stupid. Fuck her.
She said she would never call the cops. Stop. Somebody calls the cops. It's Lee, Susan, Pamela, Sally. I know Klein won't, but who knows?
Damn way.
We got it made, Mama. I ain't scared of no fucking police.
I ain't either.
Exactly. Do you know how many cops came out
I
in the past?
drank 4 little bits of that shit.
You can drink as much as you want. Cops can't do shit.
I know.
Just don't walk
I ain't
outside.
crazy.
Oh shit, that didn't work out.
If he tells me to walk out there, I ain't walking.
Hey, you don't have to walk out. They gotta have that search warrant. Hold on. And guess what? If one of y'all so call the cops, I'm gonna count down. I ain't gonna let y'all see it. How you like that, motherfuckers? Money? Hey, Lee says she donated money. Lee didn't donate goddamn money, you fucking lying ass bitch. You didn't donate shit, Lee. I just checked it. Liar. Oh, Lee, I hate a liar.
He ain't heard of Facebook. He probably didn't buy it.
Lee is typing. Lee is typing. Never done that shit. Fucking liar.
Oh, shit.
Oh, apple juice. They don't let y'all motherfuckers know what I really feel about y'all. You heard me? So, when the cops come out, am I going to be scared? No. I'll call the cops out on myself. You dare me? I will. I ain't going to let y'all watch it. As always. How y'all like that? Huh? Exactly. Y'all think I'm a newbie at this shit?
Ooh, do that lightning.
Y'all are crazy.
Okay. Sounds super cute, but remember to mute.
It's talking. Thanks, guys.
Do it. Hold on.
When I hit mute, I couldn't hear the video.
Oh no. Well, I thought there was a way to mute. I'll just mute you on this side. And
Okay.
then like I don't know. We're getting a call. Let me do this. And they hung up too quick. For me to pick up. Anyway. So because you know, you're training people. And how should that have been handled? Let me. I can click here to ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. Am I on mute? Lynn, are you there? Oh, you're back.
I can hear you.
Okay. Leanne, can you hear me? Hey, Edwina, welcome back.
Jay, we can't hear you.
Oh, I can hear you now. It must be, well.
No, I don't think.
Can anyone hear me? Am I on mute? Let me check myself. Show self.
I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear me? Okay, so if anyone can hear me, then I mean it must be on. You can't answer me.
Leanne, can you hear me?
She can't hear any of us.
Is it Brianna? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't think she could hear you either, Jay.
Bree is muted. Try removing them.
Can anyone else hear Jay?
I can hear him. Can you hear me?
I can hear Jay.
Yeah, Leanne's saying that she can't hear you and Bree cannot hear you.
Oh,
I can hear him.
but can they hear each other?
Anya, they can't.
When I couldn't hear, I went out and came back in.
That might be what they need to do.
Okay.
Because
this
they
is
can't.
like what happened in the. I want to see that progressive commercial where maybe it's a Zoom meeting and no one can hear. Try to. I'll hit you up in. Does anyone have any opinions on what they just saw?
Jamie, you see how much the sun burned me out?
Wait. Shh.
I think Chris probably has some mental health issues or a disability of some sort. And I don't know his mother and her health conditions, possible cognitively or other, but she probably would benefit somewhere else than with him. I'd be curious to know exactly where he falls cognitively. You know, he
In
probably
another
can't
video
even
we
take
have,
care of
he says
himself.
he has a high IQ.
No. Well, I don't know.
So one thing I want to know is a blow, because I get stress not in your experience. No one here.
Well, you mean bodily function blowout?
No thing that can happen is that a thing.
I feel
I
like
wouldn't.
because when you're taking care of disabled and handicapped, because my daughter is sweet as spirit. If you would want to hurt someone like that or say anything mean or negative.
Okay, so is there anyone who has a different opinion? Has anyone had an experience like this where they've had an argument with, or no one? I'm trying to be fair.
Well, I live right near my home, and they did a form of, I say a day, it was maybe, and they had people from maybe the local hospital or whatever come in and do therapy or maybe some massages, just to see that there were actually other people out there that were in the same boat that I was. To be honest, I think he needs therapy. I mean, I think because, I mean, I look at what the video, I listen to the video, and you can listen to what he's saying. And he started off like going hard on his mom, and then
at first he said that she was. So I noticed that, and I'll kill her liver for anyone.
caregiver therapy for him. I think that he actually needs to he needs some severe mental evaluations done on top of everything else. I mean, obviously there's some medication abuse and other things in the home, when he should be taking care of his mom too, which I'm sure you'll cover, but
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of those videos. Leanne, I'm gonna manually mute people. Let me know if you're not able to unmute your. Oh, you were able to mute yourself. Let me see if I can ask to unmute. Leanne, are you back with us? Can you hear everyone? Not even clear now.
And yeah, while looking in, it looks quite disturbing what's going on there. My personal take on it is that it's an alcohol, I suppose, induced argument, and I suppose what was said was disturbing, especially from Chris, but also I'm actually hearing Chris saying that acknowledging how hard it is for him with regard to being a carer, and he was basically saying if he can't meet her needs, then she might need to go look at going into a facility. He said it in a way that was threatening. Yeah. Said to her, yes, I feel was disrespectful the way he spoke, but she gave as much to him that he gave to her. And I think that's not knowing a lot about the dynamics between the two. And that might be just a normal everyday, dynamic between them, the way they speak to each other. So
have you seen issues these severe? Is this severe? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate what we saw? And have you run into it before? Is it something you'd run into?
I wouldn't say, it's severe. Severity I would say this is quite a common occurrence with regard to carers and those being cared for. And I suppose it can be born through stress. In this case, it's, alcohol hasn't helped, adding that into the mix as well. But yeah, the role of caring is very, very stressful on the person caring, but also the person being cared for. And it actually does break down relationships, family relationships has a big impact. No longer, because Chris and his mum don't have that family connection now. It's a connection of caregiver versus the person receiving care. And that's where things really break down. That's what's happening there in that video anyway. That's just my take on it.
Is this something that is fixed?
Absolutely. They need the support. And I don't know I suppose the system over in the US, but in Australia, if that was to happen, the doctors, Chris's doctor, his mum's doctor, I think I've been following me saying he's doing counselling or seeing a psychiatrist or something. They would have a duty of care to step in and actually help and put services in place. The thing, what I've sort of, I suppose, gleaned from watching Chris and his Mrs. Hann, that they seem a bit reluctant to take up those services. I'm not sure if they've been offered. I've seen people, when watching Chris in the comments, really wanting to help and get things in place for them. But that's quite common as well for carers to be resistant to taking in services because, they probably feel, if they have to get help that they're failing, they're a failure toward their loved one because they can no longer, provide the care that they need. Also, there's the other aspects of the home. They are going to be told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. They'll have no say in what happens. So there's that fear of someone coming into their house and telling them, you know, oh, you're not doing that right, you know, you should be doing this, you know. And that's another reason too where people are reluctant to receive services, because it actually can have a disempowering effect, or they feel that they are going to lose their independence and autonomy to care for their loved one the way that they feel, and the loved one, I suppose, you requires. You know, they think someone's going to come in and take over.
Now,
So
I have some videos of that, you know, meddling in the situation. But let me video. I want to show the next. I want to show the next. Everyone's good. Do you have to unmute? Can you unmute yourself, or do I have to unmute you?
Who?
Edwina, were you trying to get unmuted, or do you? Nancy, you're back. Are you able to speak, Nancy? I just want to, Nancy, do a sound check real quick. Can you hear me? Because you were having some difficulty earlier. I think you had to call in.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, it's working now. Nancy, okay, Nancy, you missed the introductions earlier. Can you just introduce yourself briefly? The viewers, they don't know who you are. Introduce yourself, and then
I'm Nancy. I've been a caretaker all of my adult life. I worked with disabled people for my job, and it was people that couldn't take care of themselves. So the laws were very strict on how we could treat them and what we needed to do to give them the best quality of life. If we did anything wrong, then we would get in big trouble. I also was caretaker to my family, many friends' family. When I was the youngest of 5, 2 brothers, 2 sisters. At different times, they got sick. I was there. I took care of them. I was their main caretaker, and one by one, they passed away. My 2 sisters, I was their healthcare proxy. For my oldest sister, I was her healthcare proxy and power of attorney. So again, there's very strict regulations and laws that go with that responsibility. And I was there for my family, each one. I took care of them. I did everything that they needed, and I was there for them because I wanted to, and I would, I know I've done it so much that I also know basically the laws as far as adult protective services when they get involved. So, but that's my introduction.
all right, and also I'm trying to keep an eye on the comments at the same time. I don't have any admins. So a licensed therapist also wants to call in. So refrain from calling until it does get a little bit more intense. Give me a moment here. Okay.
Who's aggressive? Really? Wow. She don't sing rap. I do. Old school rap, yes. But she don't want to hear it. Country. Fucking pathetic. I do my own thing. Fuck it. She's weird. She only drunk like drink. God, it's like every day. Fucking psycho. Oh, watch this. I ain't playing no more country. I'm burned out on country. As long as you want. Country. Country. Fucking play more country than any goddamn other group. Goddamn, boy. It's like, say I like country, I like rap, I like all genres. She just country buzzkill. She's killing my buzz. Look at her. Just look at her. Look how mean she looks. Look how mean.
Like he's saying.
She is so fucking mean. Wait till I turn off the camera. She's fucking weirdo. Fucking totally by myself. Wine away, Mom. I paid $8 for that shit. So basically, she gonna pour $8 of wine, which is cheap, down the drain. That's how crazy that woman is. Lord. Oh, she is mean. You just don't see her off camera. I cannot leave the house by myself. No, even if I was scared, you won't even let me. You won't even let me go. You won't even let me go out. You won't even let me go out on a date. You won't even let me. I went out on a date.
You are liar.
I met this woman.
You are liar.
She fucking had to come along with me. That's fucking insane. She may be afraid to be alone. Well, maybe she needs to be in old folks' home.
That's all you said.
So maybe she needs to be in old folks' home. Can't do anything about myself every day. Yesterday she does the same damn thing. Dude, you're evil.
You are evil.
I was having fun until you fucked up my Chris Cornell song. She called me a liar.
You do me.
Well, I'll tell you this, Mama. Here pretty soon, I'm about to motherfucking find somewhere else to live.
Back up!
I can't deal with her that much longer. She's fucking insane. She literally woke up yesterday morning, and she woke me up, and she thought she was in somebody else's house.
You a goddamn fucking liar.
Okay, I should have filmed it. I said, we're at home. Psycho. She needs to be in a fucking old folks home.
All of you fucker.
You heard that?
On me all goddamn time.
She's ruining my life. I don't have no life.
I'm running. Get out there and walk.
Why do I need a walker? I got a car right now.
You ain't got a car.
Whose car is that?
Mine.
But it's in my name.
I don't give a goddamn it is.
Be nice to her? You live with her. And
Yeah, you be nice to me, I be nice to you.
every time she drinks, she acts this way. That's a cheap ass wine.
You a goddamn liar.
So I'm the main one. She called me a fucking freak. Fucking crazy, dude.
Hope you don't take no goddamn money. Got the other money you gave me out my goddamn bill.
Yes, it could be dementia. Really could. She literally woke up and woke me up. Had her baby daughter in her hand. Walked to the front door and walked to the front door.
You a goddamn fucking manslaughter. I ain't even goddamn drunk. I would be in there in the kitchen.
No, I'm saying this morning when you woke up. Yesterday morning, you thought you didn't know where you was.
Oh. You do this all the time when you drink.
Dude, I'm not fucked up.
You accusing me of doing shit. You
think-
over there cussing me out.
I think-
Can't home. And I ain't going in a hole.
I guess someone.
No, you can't.
We'll see.
Not when I'm able to do shit.
You literally did not know where you
I
were.
got, you're the one that wants me to go away.
You're
So
crazy.
you can do what you want to do.
Where I can have girlfriends?
You can have goddamn
She gets
girlfriends, but they
mad
don't
at
want
me. She would have to go
you. A
with me.
goddamn liar. You a goddamn fucking asshole.
I cannot even leave this house without her. He's only drunk.
If they believe you, they're goddamn stupid.
Whatever.
They are, if they believe me.
How is your mother? What? How is your mother? Obviously, she's enraged. I think.
I'm having a good time.
You know?
Just say what you want.
And she was pissed
I
off.
don't give a fuck.
I think Chris Cornell. She's closing her ears right now. We're in country nonstop. I like to switch things up when I say karaoke. And she got mad because it would not continue to sing country.
You a goddamn fucking asshole. I didn't say nothing about you.
Wow.
Ow.
You're so loud. I
I
really.
hope somebody comes out here.
Dude.
I'll tell them.
Dude, if they do, they'll take you away.
No, they won't. They take you away.
What for?
Yeah. You're deleted.
Dude, you didn't know where you was at last night.
Goddamn son of a big dog.
She's like
Stupid
screaming.
fucker.
She's literally screaming. And I don't even give a fuck. Oh, I don't care about you? Okay. I think you got dementia. That's what I think. She's 72.
You so stupid with me.
Like, I don't know. I was saying Chris Cornell and she got pissed.
You goddamn liar. I wasn't saying that.
A lot of people saying it might be Alzheimer's.
You a goddamn liar. I got a right to be mistreated like I am.
Mistreated. Okay. Oh, what you will.
You fucking freak. And she believes you by her too.
I don't verbally abuse my mama. I haven't cussed her out. She cussed me out.
No, you make me. The way you talk about me. I wish somebody called the cops.
Hey, you want me to call the
I'm
cops?
gonna tell them to.
Do you want to call the cops?
Aggravate me. That's the way you hate me.
Well, I think you need help.
You hate my guts. You just staying here for money. That's all you do. Offer me
Somebody says maybe.
it's a new house.
Oh, this is getting hard and sad. Don't.
I go by mine. I ain't got no mind that ain't bad.
So, what do you guys think about what you, I mean?
That's
I would.
just heartbreaking. It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's really hard to watching. Why do they donate money? It just blows my mind.
Well, Chris also does stunts, and his followers basically pay him to do things like to his own body or something. So that's where he gets the money. From what
I mean, I was literally in tears because when my daughter gets angry, she does is to leave them alone and don't be irritated. They get mobility because I had a pretty severe surgery, but she was only in there for about 6 months, and there was a lady that was picking on her. Now she can verbally talk and tell you. So I guess the lady at the facility didn't think that she could talk or could report her, and they had actually caught this. She wasn't a nurse; she was like a CNA, like really like making her upset and picking at her and telling her there was ghosts in her rooms, anything to upset her. And that lady was fired, because I mean she was really torturing my kid. Like they're gonna start screaming just like his mom is screaming. But it's because she wants him to stop and he's irritating her and he knows her tricks.
That's why I say this video is so much worse. Because in the first video, they're just kind of yelling back and forth. But in this video, he's talking very calm, and he's just saying little things like, "Oh, such and such wants me to go live with her," and then she just, because that's her biggest fear is to you. That's why she puts up with this, because her biggest fear is to be alone. And he just basically says that, "Oh well, I'm gonna go live with someone else." And you saw her reaction, her instant reaction was she didn't yell, she screamed. And I
Because he's
don't think
done it
that was a
before.
mistake. I don't think that was a
'Cause
mistake.
he's,
I think
yeah.
he literally did that to go through him to play some kind of music or something, whatever the original. He just kept going and going in on her until she literally flipped out. That's what I saw.
He knows her better than anybody, so he knows what sets her off.
Yeah.
So,
I sort of agree with that.
Jill, what do you? Okay, in your expert opinion, watching what you just saw, this video is worse than the first, right? You would.
It is from a perspective of, as it's already been very difficult to watch Mrs. Hann in that position. I'm just wondering though, does intellectual some sort of disability, an intellectual type disability, the reason why I'm questioning this is to be able to, as you know, was mentioned before. Yeah, that's right. And to be able to think.
Really an inflamed situation. Like he even said,
he didn't want to look bad
to torture her.
He didn't want to look bad, even worse. So he was being calm, trying to make it seem like it's her when it's really him.
Yeah.
Lee,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry. I called you Jill. There's Jill in here. I got confused.
Right.
Lee, have you seen this? Is this what we would call abuse? Like witnessed abuse? Is that what would that be considered abuse?
Yeah. So the definition of abuse is deliberately doing something to deliberately cause someone harm, and I feel he was verbally abusive toward her in that he was trying to trigger her, to cause her emotional distress. So going by the definition of abuse, it was deliberate, and he was trying to.
What would be and Edwina, if you're not talking, remember to mute. Let me hold on, because the way I have it organized, it also in the gallery view it also okay. So Leanne, what in a situation like this where what would be the next steps? Like, is this a situation like this where, like, abuse becomes apparent? Like he's.
I know. Yeah. Well, over here, the whole gamut of support systems would come into place. They would, we have, like, similar to what you have, adult protective services, investigations will be done, associations just for carers to provide them the tools to be able to deal with situations like this as well. And that's why I'm wondering, does Chris have that ability? And I wonder whether he would be like that regardless or not. If he had those, given the tools to be able to deal with things, would he still be like that or not? Or the systems will be put into place for the people. Also, there's respite services, so it actually gives the carer a break and the person being cared for as well. With regard to, no, it's not a good situation.
Because Chris's assertion is that we're all overreacting, but we're seeing this with our eyes, and he's streaming all of it.
Yeah. And I know.
How often does that happen? Have you ever had someone streams you the case on a silver platter? They're like, look.
Obviously services will be seeing this. Why isn't something being done? Why? I don't understand why they're still in this situation where Chris is the 24/7 caregiver. There's obviously dystopia things aren't being put into place. As I've said, before, with, obviously Chris's doctor should be aware of this. Her physician should be aware. Any health professionals that are in their lives should be aware, and they should, have a duty of care. Don't understand your system and how things work.
We're not super that backwards. He is being investigated. No. I just don't want you to think that we're just like letting it go. And in the next videos, I would like to show you guys his work. I've also got some more videos of him arguing if she is at a diminished able-bodied 41-year-old. Too easy. Pardon my language,
Again, that comes back to me questioning his intellectual capacity. This is an absolute mess, and obviously messy houses are dangerous. For people to live in. For Mrs. Hann, so that's what makes me question.
Let me take and just anyone has an opinion on it, just talk at once. It's mostly just going to be you guys going, ew, oh my god, that were taken by screenshot of him in a live showing his house. And this is what we're going to be seeing. Uh-oh. Okay, it's loading. Sorry. I got a loading screen here. Loading. Oh, how embarrassing. Or maybe it's just flat crashed. Close. Okay, let's try that again. All right, there we go. All right, so few more screenshots here. This is the stove. Here we are. I believe that some can see what we're looking at here. At that bin there. Just stuff that any adult should be able to, well, any able-bodied adult rather should be able to. This is the sink here. And is everybody off mute? Is anyone talking or this?
Well, I've seen when actually I was watching a video he was going on and the cops showed up, and I could see the house as they were walking through it, and it's like that all the time. It's horrible, and there's no way that she can't take care of herself. She needs to have someone either that's able to come in and take care of her or help her with what she needs. And Chris needs to be out of the picture. He is very abusive towards her. He himself, he needs help. He's not stable at all.
It looks like someone here tried to
cleans it all. It goes right back to being dirty, and it's a very unsafe place for especially his mother to be in.
When I see these photographs, it looks like an episode of Hoarders.
Exactly.
And we're not even a third. Oh, I'm sorry.
That chair, that picture that you just passed a second ago, is that the picture of the chair that she sits in?
Yes.
Eyes are not that good. That one, right? With the, yeah.
Oh, there's a delay also. So now we're seeing the bathroom. You'll see the bathroom on your TV in a second. So,
yeah, I do now.
And you can see this bathroom hasn't been cleaned. Just you can't say that this bathroom has been cleaned.
If I'm not mistaken, that's the one he showed on live the other night, because he had to put a light bulb in the bathroom because there was no light in there, and she was fussing because she couldn't get in there to go to the bathroom. That's sad.
Is where she sits, and that's all the dirt around her, trash. This is not clutter. This is empty foam cans, empty drink is unclean. This is.
I thought that somebody said that they'd seen, like, they don't know if it was used or unused, but syringes like on the floor at some point.
These are kind of blurry. I don't have those pictures. If somebody has those,
but still, you don't just leave them laying around the house.
Yeah, you can step on them. This is trash in the sink here, and at one point, in one of these photos, there's actually a lamp in the sink. I mean, it gets worse. Here, and this is just the cigarette box of their one of their filters. This is some. Tell what that is. Oh, a lamp. So that's
Wow.
That's oh no, that's the fridge. I thought that was mayonnaise sitting on top. Almost threw up.
But you can't walk good as it is.
Well, this, and as you can see, there's not even. She doesn't even have sheets. We're looking at someone.
He doesn't do anything for her.
My heart breaks for her.
And
It's really sad.
More filthy surroundings here. Let me close these out.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse.
Not when you're not unable to clean this place up. That's.
When my grandmother fell and broke her back, and she fell because she saw a snack bag of Doritos in my son's little trash can, and she was trying to bend over to get them out of there. It was nothing that I could have changed. It wasn't because there was something in the floor, but she would go through those little devious spells where you just couldn't turn your back on her for a minute, But so to think, it is for them to fall. To think, just seeing I don't understand how she's not seriously hurt herself.
Not to mention that
thank God
lamp and those shards all over the floor.
Exactly.
Like, the older you are, like, if she were to fall on something, it makes it 10 times harder to recover. Like, if she were to break a hip or, something like that.
Not to mention the amount of blood that she could lose before he would even find her. I guess that's the anger that I have right now, and I know there's a case pending, and I'll try to watch my tongue, but that's the anger that I have right now with the Adult Protective Service. What if they're not there to protect them, then what are they there for?
I just received a hold on. Do you want who it is from? Sometimes trolls like to keep a secret, and sometimes they like to be sometimes they like to let them know who did it. Let me just find out. That's fine. Okay. So this comes from Meg. And as we can see here, this is not new. These pictures are taken from different dates. Okay, it crashed again. Hey, and you can see the same type of thing. It's literally just, and there's Chris Hann, his poor mother trying to get some rest on a couple of mattresses, and a pile of garbage. Because if he's supposed to be her carer, mopping floors, and what better has he got to do? I couldn't see that. But still.
I keep questioning his intellectual ability to be able to, do these things. I was watching those lives when he was, flashing around the house. He says, "I'm going to show the before and the after photos," and I watched as he was trying to clean, and literally, he just couldn't, he didn't know where to start. He'd sit down, "I'll do it later." He'd pick up a bit of rubbish and put that rubbish bag into the sink and put rubbish from one place to another. It's literally like he didn't have that, I'll not say ability, a good word, intellectual ability, yeah, to be able to, you know, clean properly even. So I'm just wondering, you know, I keep saying that, but as far as intellectually, being able to process things.
You
Go
you
on,
have a
Jay.
kind would behave this way, but let me show you a few more videos.
Okay.
Let me show you a couple videos because you might be right. It could just be pure innocent ignorance, which is why he is behaving this way and acting this way. I hold the opinion that this guy's a bad guy, but I want you here to share your opinion because I might be what's the word? I might be looking at it from a bias because after the videos I've seen, I can honestly say I don't like the guy.
Yeah. I'm not saying I like him. No, I'm not
No,
saying
I'm not
I
saying
like
that you.
him.
Oh no, I'm not indicting you with that.
Oh my goodness.
But
Can
let
I
me.
interject?
I've got some videos. Do you guys want to do one more argument with his mother, or do you want to see his reaction to being under investigation again? Because
maybe his reaction.
His reaction, yeah. Let's break this up because those are. I do want to show those videos though, but where a police officer with it this time, or I don't know if this maybe started the process, but I'd love your opinion on it. Almost seems like his mom is complicit in her own abuse. Let me just. I can show you better than I can tell you. It's kind of beyond belief.
All right, look, I'm a yeah. I live stream and these people always call it. See these people. Look, I got 80 people in here, and they always look. You understand how many times Pelham Police came out? How many? Shoot, in the past 2 years, I'll say at least 60. Really? They do it all the time. Look at them. They're laughing. Yeah. It's 77 people. I'm not showing you. I'm just showing my mom. Yeah, I got you. It's 77 people. Look. Hey man, that's you're pretty popular, dude. Look, hey, you got a lot more than somebody me. Said that's funny, cop. Yeah. Read what they're saying. They do this shit all the time. Is there any way that I can build a case for these people harassing me? No, because you're live streaming. What about if somebody called the FBI or CIA or Secret Service? That would be up to them. That wouldn't. We just got a welfare check on your mom. Okay. Well, okay. Check us out. Just last week they called Secret. That's what these people do. Look at them. They're laughing. Check us out. Adult Protective Services came out in the past 2 years. Like, I'm sorry for speaking in front of them. You're good. They came out in the past 2 years at least 20-something times. And the last time they came out, they said, I locked my mom in a closet. I beat her up to a bloody pulp. Black eyes where she couldn't even see for days. Hey, he didn't do that, did he? No. They make it up. But they got to come out, though. Yeah, we have to come out whenever that is. Yeah, I understand that. And the thing is, here's another thing. They said that I would cook food. Oh, okay. Well, very good. But the worst thing is, they said that I was on Facebook like this, and I raped my mom, and I filmed it on Facebook. These people are fucking nuts. Read them. Yeah, I was reading the comments. Yeah, you're good. They're fucking crazy. Look what Lee said. He said, that's messed up, people. You all know she is fine. You see what Lee said? Lee's cool, though. Yeah. But it's a lot. See, you want me to tell you what I did? What did you do? I messed up and I gave my address out. See, that's where I messed up. Probably gonna have to move, man. It's gonna have to. Check this out. They said I had a pound of weed and I was breaking it up and I was selling it. I told them, you can bring a drug dog in here. If you can find some weed, congratulations. Hey, yeah. Anytime you want. Well, we're just checking. But these people, was it an email? No, it was one of our dispatch calls, but they don't tell us who. Ain't no way y'all could trace it back? Probably not. They're probably using those little services like undercover. So, yeah. I'm just reading whatever you're doing. Hey, so. Is there any way that we can do anything for them harassing me? And they're not only harassing me, they're harassing you. No, it's just one of those things, man. You're live streaming to the public. You're letting the public know where you live. I know. That's one of those things that's going to happen, man. Yeah. So, all right. Look, it's not me wasting your time. It's these fools. That's fine. So, we'll come out here every time. All right. Hey, thank you. Man. Hey, be safe out there. Hey, I support the police. If you look at my car, I got the flag with the blue line. We appreciate it, man. Hey, have a good one, sir. You see, nothing happens, y'all. They think shit will happen. You see that? Y'all motherfuckers ain't shit. So y'all want to call them again? Hey, you see they don't do shit.
Jay.
I'm not muted. I'm not unmuted. So okay. Hey.
Can I interject?
Yes, please. Oh, you got your internet. You're not freezing.
Yay! That was the one that I was talking about when the cop came. Thing is, as you can see, with all the videos that we see, him talking, the way he talks to his mother, treats her, and then the cop comes over, and the way Chris, it's like, okay, the cop's here, he knows what to say, his mother knows what to say, and it might be she's agreeing out of fear, up, and they're saying this and they're saying that. See, there's nothing wrong. And he asks, his mother, are you being fed, this and that. So he's going by what they're telling him. The cop can't see what's really going on, so no, there was nothing that the cop could do at that point because he didn't see any type of abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But when
if the mother is going to, if she's just going to say that she's not being abused and she doesn't have any physical marks of abuse, and one other thing is, some of these things that Chris is saying that people are saying, I haven't heard. He's saying that people are saying that he's really doing that, and if they are, they really are being counterproductive because everything has to be true. Otherwise, then if lies get mixed in there, then social services, what are they supposed to do? They're going to think everything is a lie, and then they're going to drop it.
Any of the comments that I have seen, like I follow him. He doesn't know. I watch him just to see the comments and what people are saying, and the stuff that he has said, that the trolls have said that he did this and he did that. I have not seen any comments of people saying those things.
Not one person, and no one sent me a video. It just seems like it'd be really pointless to make an accusation, something so extraordinary, without proof or video or something. But I mean, I know that it does happen, so I'm not calling him a liar there. I'm just saying if it is happening, I mean, there's enough truth here. Just put the truth out. Don't make any. Don't be creative.
What we see with Chris, his own actions, what he does and says on the videos, and that one where he was talking so bad about his mother and got her so upset and she's yelling. He's showing us that he is not stable, that he is abusing his mother. But people like Adult Protective Services, when they go in there, they have to see that he in fact cannot take care of her, that she is being abused.
Now my thing, I'm sorry, but like,
but he seemed like he didn't really care. It was like, okay, he went in and asked a couple questions and was like, yeah, okay, and he didn't seem to like even bother, like, well, maybe looking around the house and seeing what disgusting place it is, and he just didn't seem to, he wasn't. It's like, okay, well, I had a welfare check, I came, I see her, she's sitting there, she said, as a police officer, he should have been more observant, but he wasn't.
Pretty lame welfare check, if you ask me. With your point that you mentioned before with Mrs. Hann being complicit with her abuse, that could very, very well be happening because we already know that her feelings about going to a nursing home, as they call it, or her feelings about being left alone. So she probably realises that if she does say that, if she admits there is abuse going on, that's what's going to happen. So, of course, she's going to just to say, are you all right? Yes, you're being fed. Okay, then, well, we're out the door. That's not a welfare check to me, Just,
exactly.
For him to see the state of the house would be enough to start, raising those red flags and start contacting, services, etc.
And we could see the state of the house in the video that we saw what the cops saw. Well,
And the fact that, you know, as Nancy said,
you're on mute.
Anyone come into the house and in that condition. So again, that goes his, you know, his cognitive or intellectual, you know, ability to be able to process.
That was one thing that I wanted to. That was why it doesn't seem that bad. When the police was at the door, it seems like he was able to express himself. He was laughing about it. He was showing what's the word? Normalcy of how everything was just normal. He answered the door like a very, seemed like his IQ rose 50.
You know what I've experienced as far as that. That's the thing. Like people that have mental illnesses, they, you know, they could be going like off the wall, and if somebody, you know, if I had somebody here and they had a mental illness and they were being very like off the wall and they needed help, and in fact I had to do this with my brother. He didn't have a mental illness. He had a total breakdown and he became very suicidal. And I was with him for 4 weeks. I got him in the hospital once, but I saw the pain and everything he was going through and how he was constantly saying, I have to die, I have to die, I have to kill myself. He was so desperate. He even said to me, Nancy, will you please let me cut my wrist and hold my hand till I bleed out. That's how desperate he was. And I called crisis team and they came out and they talked to him, and it was like he was a total different person. He was totally calm. He was like, no, I'm fine. I'm not going to kill myself. And I'm thinking, a lot of people with mental illnesses, and that I say they know how to play the game. It's like if someone's coming for them, the cops, crisis service, adult protective services, whatever, they come in and all of a sudden, like Chris did and his mother, oh no, everything's fine. Like, I don't know how, like with my brother, I don't know how he knew how to play the game, but he did. And I think Chris has been doing this long enough that he knows how to play the game. He is not stable. He should not be taking care of his mother. His mother, right, she is afraid. She doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't want to be in a nursing home. But help her into assisted living. But she and Chris need to be separated. Right? That's the question about Chris all of a sudden, the way he's acting, what we see, and then someone of authority shows up, and all of a sudden he's, like you said, he's like a totally different person. But there's so much proof through all the videos and that
he's addicted to life. He shows us everything. It's like we bugged his house.
Yeah. So it's like that's what people need to see. You know, one of the things, it's like, see, but this is what he's doing. This is what he's saying. This is how he's treating his mother.
Here's one thing. He is very I can show you better than I can tell you, but in another video I have of him, he's manipulating his mother. He's basically trying to coach her what to say so that he can get away with what he's doing, and she's not exactly going along with it. That's the video I want to show next. Let me, and everyone stay muted for a little while, because this video I think is very very important here. Okay, hold on one second. Here it is.
God damn, Nancy.
Hey, well, I guarantee they're going to have all kinds of people out. They're going to take you away. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I tried to help you out.
No, you ain't helping me. You making me worse. Goddamn.
I said I checked your blood sugar 3 times today. You said no, I didn't.
What in the hell did I do in
did your best. Tried to help you out, Mom.
You ain't helping me.
I heard it. I never checked my mom's blood sugar ever.
You do check it. But you ain't today.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a bad son. She needs to get put foot. I think she'd be better off in the old folks' home.
You said it.
No, you said it because I tried to help you out.
You said it.
I said I changed your sugar 3.
You want me to be put it on?
I don't. But everything they say is recorded.
What they do is their fucking business.
You're supposed to have your sugar level checked at least 3 times a day.
You ain't checked it today.
And that makes me look like a bad son.
You still can.
My mom don't get it. I know now they're going to call the paramedics out, right?
I don't give a goddamn.
Hey, sir, fuck it.
It's a little hard to hear that video. I'm sorry. That was the best screenshot we had, but were you able to hear everything?
Yes.
It was a bit distorted. Yeah, it was a bit distorted. It was a bit hard to make out, my end anyway, what was being said.
Several things stood out to me that I could hear him say. Checks her blood sugar 3 times a day. Why he wants her to say this, but and I think that's so like. I mean, it's like, you didn't check it today. You can still check it. And he's over there like, well, you made your... Like, he's more concerned with getting her to lie about him having checked it than actually... So, were you able to hear all that or no?
I was able to hear what was being said. And as far as a diabetic having to check their blood 3 times a day, I'm pretty sure that is not necessary. I mean, if I have a friend, I have people that are diabetics. I have a friend that's a diabetic, and you have to check your sugar probably at least like twice a day, in the morning, at night. But if you're feeling like something's wrong, like your sugar's gone down or has gone up, because you can tell, of course you're going to check it then. But in the way he was talking to her, not only he was trying to manipulate her and then making her feel bad, well, by saying, oh, well, you're making me look like a bad son. It's like, well, she doesn't have to make you look like a bad son. You make yourself look that way.
Yeah. With regard to the checking of the blood glucose, I'm an insulin-dependent diabetic myself. I maybe check myself twice a day. If I'm sick or I'm doing a lot of activity on the day, or, there's all sorts of variables that come into play, then I will check more. But I don't know, maybe he's obviously got the information from somewhere. Maybe they've told him to, test 3 times a day, because she might not be able to have the capacity to know if she's feeling a bit off or feeling a bit unwell. So, yeah, he may very well have been told to check 3 times a day.
What bothered me in the video was not even the amount of times he's supposed to be checking. It was the fact that he is basically trying to convince her to say that he's been checking it when she's like, you haven't checked it today, but you still can. And he's like, well, I tried to help you. They're going to put you in a home because you wouldn't say what I told you to say. I look like a bad son. And that's what I got out of the video, from what I could hear.
That's what I got too. He's being manipulative, and he's not trying to, he's trying to get her to say what he wants her to say, and well, she's not, and he's manipulating her, and he's being verbally abusive by what he's saying, like, well, you make me look like a bad son, and it's like, well, you're making yourself look bad. And
it's a case of psychological abuse too, threatening her that if she doesn't say what he's told her, Yeah, that's right. It is a form
going
of
there.
psychological abuse. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he keeps putting it back on her. Like, well, no, just I'm the good son, and you're not. You don't listen to me. You don't do what I need you to do when I'm trying to help you. He's trying to make it look like she just won't let him do what he needs to do.
Now,
It's definitely manipulative.
his direct, like, how he deals with his mother. I have some more videos here to where I basically, in my opinion, it seems like regardless of if the mother's in the situation, a child, is that this guy is just very disturbing behavior. This is not someone that I personally would want around anyone that I love that is vulnerable in any way. And I want to show those videos to you guys and see and get your take on that. And again, they're not directly related to the mother, but they are because she's in the home with him. In my opinion, they're related because of that, but they're not like I don't that is a thing. I would hope that if it got to that point, at that point, she would say something. Until someone shows me a video or some proof to productive. But let me show you guys a video. Are you guys ready? Okay.
Ready.
Okie dokie.
It looked like I did not uncopyright my
I need to just kind of fast forward this.
because I said 50. I know you see me as a joke. That I make off this goes to not even 20%. It goes 80. And I spent a couple dollars on myself. And I know you. I'm back. I'm not crying. Eyebrows to get money to help out with the family. Or the family I got is my mama. Begging for money, I don't. And that's nasty. I fill the fridge up with food with the money I get. And yes, I do buy cigarettes. And yes, I do buy a little beer, but the majority of money gets some food. I hang out with my mom and I love her so much. And she's 71. And I hope she lives to be over 100. If my mom dies, I'm by myself. And my glasses are even wipe my eyes off with this stupid ass shirt. Money and it burned my belly. But that's my bad. It's greatly appreciated. For diabetes medicine. And also, I got my medicine. And yes, I did buy me a little all the time. Let's tell them thank you for $5.
Thank you.
My mom said thank you for $5. See, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, round of applause for giving us right about $1.
What you heard? How about what you just saw? And
He's a
she's
bad
literally,
actor.
this isn't, he says in some of his other videos that he does, was in the very next room watching TV. He walks over, talks to her. You can hear her in the video. Is this someone that you would in someone's care, not someone who belongs in the position of caring? That's my opinion.
You're right. You're definitely right.
I mean,
He needs someone to be watching over him. I have seen videos of him where it's just him, and he has taken so much medication that as he's talking and he starts going like this, and then he's passed out on his bed, and the live goes on for hours because he passed out, and whoever was showing the video, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I saw him pass out, and then it was the next morning, and I looked on my phone, and it was like of him being drunk and driving with his mother and giving her beer, and he
oh man,
definitely,
I don't have any of the videos of them actually drinking in the car. If anyone has
yeah,
those, please send them.
I've seen all that. Unfortunately, I'm not technically knowledgeable enough to know how to record them and have them, but I have seen them, and he needs help. He should not he should not be there with his mother. He is not the person to take care of her. He needs someone to take care of not take care of him, but he needs someone to be watching over him. He's
I
not
mean,
capable of even taking care
we
of
just, and
himself.
I mean, pardon me, shaved his head Britney Spears style and had an emotional breakdown on live. That's what that. I mean, is that not what we just saw?
But that's what we saw, but I think it was fake.
I guess I could see what you mean. Like is this?
Yeah. I mean, maybe some of it was real, but I don't know.
I sort of have a feeling that it was real at that moment. But then again, it could be, as you said, Jay. But yeah, his mum has needs, but I think his needs are, he has needs as well, if not more than his mum. He's definitely, needs some help, definitely.
Milk up his butt.
Yeah, charming.
And this is the person who is in charge of taking care of this woman, making sure that she stays alive and healthy. And this is what this grown 41-year-old man is up to. I mean, it just, to me, I just don't see how just it just seems like any one of these things could be enough to thing has been done.
That was my point. Why isn't anything being done?
Do they not have internet? Can they not see what we see?
I don't know.
Be shown to Adult Protective Services because they do have to see factual things. They have to see that he's being abusive and that he himself needs help. And because he plays the game, when they go in there, oh, everything is fine, and she agrees, and so they don't see the proof. But the proof is there on the videos.
There is a situation, I believe, that he did end up being taken for I think overnight. I don't know how long it was, on a wellness check where he did self-harm. And we do have that video. A lot of these videos we can't really show in a live because they have to be edited to get rid of the nudity. But I would like to show that video. And it get kind of graphic, so let me show
Pussies. You want to be sanitary, take an alcohol patch. Because it's an alcohol patch. Clean blazing. I got contaminated. We gotta sterilize it. Kill yourselves, you son of a bitches. Ain't misery, pain. We ain't got nothing to live for but misery and pain. So, flip up your knife and kill yourself. We're gonna die eventually. Nobody deserves to live. My knife is sanitary. That's the alcohol patch. And I'm like cleaning my knife. That blade. That is a sharp ass blade. I sharpened it myself. That motherfucker would cut so hard. Kill yourselves. Merry Christmas. My daddy was the best person in the world. He died of all he's 17. And they got me museum. He's no longer here. I take his ashes and bury them. I take his ashes and spread them in the place that he wanted to be. Stop yourself. 1, 2, 3. Let's see, you say 1, 2, 3. And that makes you feel. My glasses are fogged up. You fucking focus. Sorry, Chris. That shit don't hurt. Shit. That's pussy shit. I know worse than whatever the fuck you say, I don't give a fuck what you say. Fucking pussy. I don't know what the fuck you say. Fuck you. Yeah, wipe my nose with my shirt. Fuck you. That's all dual ass blade. Hey, this ain't no dual ass blade, you son of a bitch. This motherfucker's sharp.
to slice his own forehead. I'm not gonna if you guys need the video for any reason, you can message me. I think there's anything against it. I don't want to gross. What do you guys?
He needs help. He needs serious help. And I was thinking, as far as him being his mother's caretaker, if it's actually official. I was my sister's, I was her healthcare proxy. I was also her power of attorney. So I wasn't her guardian, but she could not take care of herself at all. She couldn't. I had to be a power of attorney because she couldn't speak. She just totally gave up. So, it was I had a legal paper stating that I was her healthcare proxy. I had legal papers that stated I was power of attorney. Oh, being her caretaker. Is he actually been by law made her caretaker, or it's just, well, I'm her son and I'm taking care of her? If there's, I took care of my other siblings and other people, but I wasn't in charge of them legally because I didn't have, like, I was healthcare proxy for my other sister, but that was just in, even if there's a piece of paper that says he's her caregiver, he still is not, he's not able to take care of her. He's not just not able to take care of her, he's abusing her. He's abusing himself.
Once, because I was given then Facebook streaming live streams and he repeats that stunt here on Facebook. This just isn't, like, I get it. People do. Am I showing my age?
Oh, please.
Is Jackass? Do you guys remember Jackass? That used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I remember Jackass.
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think it is. My son likes the show. I think it is.
It's still a thing?
He's
Okay.
I think it is still a show, or either he watches reruns. I'm not sure. Can I say this too?
Yes,
I'm not sure from what I have seen in the lives that I have watched of his. It seems to be that the relationship that he had with his daddy, he was a daddy's boy. And the relationship that he has with his mom, it seems to be that his mom, really just not kind of, pacify him, I guess, so to speak, because their nature, the way that they talk. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leanne.
Sorry. Yeah, it was like, that's what I got too from watching the lives, that the mum was the more staunch or emotionally detached. And he did dearly loved his father. He's still
the way that me and her talk to each other. You think I'm bad at cussing, she's the one that taught me to cuss like this. So maybe that's the only kind of love that he knows how to give. But there has to be some point to where you have to break that cycle, to where you have to stand up and you have to say, regardless of how my mother treated me or my father treated me or who, I think that, I don't know if there's other family members around, like what Nancy just said is a very good point. Like I was my grandparents, healthcare, their guardian as well, everything. So I had, say so and stuff, but that does make a very good, valid point. But if there's nobody to contest that, if there's no other family members that give two shits, excuse my language, I'm sorry, but that care, if there's nobody that, to step up and say that they care enough, they're not going to spend that time. He's looking at that as that's a security for him. That is a roof over his head. Mm-hmm. That is food on his plate, because he was driving her up. Yeah.
This is probably my Southern upbringing. I mean, a 41-year-old man, not independent. My values are a little outdated. I don't know where we are. Like, I don't have a problem with him, not you living with her. If he's 41 and able-bodied,
she can't rely on him she can't rely on him to change the light bulb. Jeez. And I guess that's the whole thing. And, much less
taking care of her, he should be working too. And
on live, to try to get money, instead of doing it the right way, the way that
we'll be in the same boat together. I don't are you talking, iPhone? I can't hear you.
No, I just did the tap to speak because you said about the Southern upbringing.
Yeah.
I had to eat and go off while I ate because I couldn't watch his stupidness. But he, in my opinion, and I'm from the South, Tennessee girl through and through. He needs an ass whooping. That's what the boy needed, was an ass whooping. And he needs to be taking care of his mama. Like you said, he needs to be working. And she needs to be sitting on Easy Street, not having to worry about whether he's going to be mean to her. And that video you just did, that appeared to me to be drug-induced, with probably a little bit of crazy sprinkled on top from long-term drug and alcohol abuse. And it's all for show. It's for viewers. It's for him, like you said, jackass all the way to get money. I believe the boy's in his right mind, and he's just, done drugs and out here just trying to get money. I swear, that's just what I see. But yeah, he may have been real close with his daddy. The mama may have been the disciplinary growing up, but obviously something went awry. The boy didn't get enough, going down the right street. I don't know, but nobody in my family would ever stand up and talk to anybody the way he talks to his mama. You would not have any teeth. You would not. Because if your mama or your daddy told you to go outside and go get a hickory, and you didn't get the right hickory, it was on. I was a runner when I was a child. So my mama got smart. She said, go out there and hug that tree, because she didn't want you to run. She wanted to make sure you got it right on your ass, where you're supposed to get it. And I'm 58 years old, but you said he's 41. Okay, well, there you go. He's brought up about.
I'm supposed to be the lazy. Me, the way it is in 2020, also a woman has to work, gets to be a deadbeat.
my daughter, she went on through college, but she works every day. Every day. And I only had to whip her one time and I used my bare hand because she scared the crap out of me. She knew she was not supposed to go in anybody's apartment because I did not know who was inside that apartment. And I couldn't find her, and she was with my best friend's daughter inside of an apartment. And when she came out, I used my hand and I whipped that poor child on her buttocks from there all the way to the car. And I never had to spank her again. And she's as good as gold. She's never caused me 1 ounce of problem, but she'll never forget that.
The jackass thing. I want to make a point, but Chris Hann couldn't be any older than 2 years old, a year and a half old, the one where he's cutting himself. But regardless, much older videos where he's doing stunts, and it's like, and this is more a plea to Chris. You're hurting yourself, you're humiliating yourself online, and honey, if you and you're still begging for grocery money, you better off just finding a regular job. And
yeah,
I would like to roll that clip to prove my now. 5 years later. So this ain't it.
Yeah, sell you some pallets with cinder or something, because this ain't working. This is not working. I'm telling you, dude.
Play the video, and this video, I think I think
on mute, Jay.
Don't. It's not my kind of humor. If it's your kind of humor, I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
I'm about to do this right now. Burn my fucking eyeballs. You don't want duct tape right here. Here we go. I got them. This is you son of a bitch. I don't know what's going on. I can't see. I can't say. I was where I was there. I drove by. Can't say. I was where I was. Can't say. From somewhere.
Moving right along. And
He's definitely someone I want taking care of me.
well,
Sorry.
this video is from 2015, so it's not like this behavior is new. It's not like it's what he's been doing. I mean, he's been doing this for five years.
Well, yeah, some of the videos are not recent, but this is his behavior.
That's what I'm saying.
He's abusing himself, and then the videos of him abusing his mother, it's all there in the videos. And can't the videos be turned over to the authorities?
Well, I haven't had a chance to review it, so I don't know what we're going to be looking at. You never know with Chris Hann.
Well, I know, that's why I
came up before in our discussions about other family members.
Yes.
I know that there is a sister that is estranged. Maybe if she knew what was going on, she would, get something done about it. I know there definitely is a sister.
My understanding is that there are 3 other children. I don't know that for sure. That's just what I've been hearing, and I'm sure the comments will correct. And I hear that she is doing that. That's all I think I know. That's all I think I know.
I wonder if she's aware what's going on in the home, and if she was aware, would she be concerned or, prompted to do something about it? That's what I'm wondering.
Now, my question is, so with the sister being, and this is you're the best person to ask, being a carer be the best thing for her right now, or do you think that would be something?
Probably not. To be a direct carer, it may be to get some, having her sister having been through the system herself, maybe getting something in place for Mrs. Hann and also for Chris, I suppose. Not directly caring for her. No, I wouldn't like to see that happen.
They're
if she's
that,
just newly
to hear you. I haven't figured that out yet. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I don't think I want to do that, but people probably know who I am.
Okay, I understand.
I got some pretty good extensive background on Chris and his mama. And his mama was basically abused when she was growing up and had children very young. Yes, she does have 4 children. him and his sister and two other brothers, but I was told they were half brothers. I don't know how that works, but they have nothing to do with her. His sister just did get out of prison, I believe it was, and she was in some kind of rehab, but she wants no part of it. Chris's mom apparently was in an extremely bad accident when she was 17, and she's not been right, and she was abused growing up. Chris, he is bipolar. He is learning to. So, yeah, Chris needs help himself. And no, there's no official papers stating he's caretaker, but he's been taking care of her since his dad died. So, and this comes from Chris's mouth. So I do know that there's other siblings. And she is in and out of her, I don't know if I want to call it dementia, Alzheimer's, or what, but she's very much aware of these stunts that he's doing, that it is for to help him and his mother. She gets $1,700 a month. Just this past month, I think their rent and electric and water came to $800, and I want to say 30 or 70. But by the time that he's got a car title loan, car insurance, their whatever it is that they need there at the house, and paying for her medications, there is very little bit left even for food. So what he does is he tries
close to this family.
And I talk to him. He talks to me the same way as he talks to.
One thing I do want to, because you're someone that people, he claims that people are on live. Is anyone saying that?
At one time, fake calls to the style, and of course none of it was true.
He's blaming that on why he's currently
is because he's on probation, trading under his Klonopin. Now he will not drive now. He can't do stunts anymore. His mom and his a little bit up the axe. Mama likes jackhammers entertainment, but you can't go to a movie or do anything else. Now, if I had to tend to my mama like that for it, hell yeah, I'm going to. Like him going to the store to get something and him tell her, Mama, tell him that you don't want to cook tonight, and then she'll be in the car with his phone and she'll say, please donate, I'm so sick. You know, she's playing along with the shit. So, but she is in and out of her own. I want to say it's probably early Alzheimer's or some sort of juvenile dementia.
It's pretty apparent to so complicit in that. Is she also a scammer with him?
And then some ways, yes. Some ways, yes. But then again, like I said, she's in and out. She was a caretaker for her father-in-law, and her father-in-law pretty much sexually abused her. His dad was a truck driver. Diseases home. I don't know. But, yeah, they have led a horror. I think they've labeled it in school learning disabled, or like kindergarten up in middle, that he was able to go to the store on his shoes and scuff them. Because, no.
Nowadays.
Well, nowadays, yeah, but his father must have retired, you know, like, I don't know, 10 years before he passed, because he was pretty sick himself, and Chris took care of him. And Chris found his father dead in the bed next to his mother. He went in there to mom laid in the bed with him, and he had been dead because he was to find anything Chris has done, and they never got better. So he and she was responsible for him.
This is a lot. He does not have a high school education.
No, he doesn't. No, he sure doesn't. Yeah, it's been a terrible life for him. And like I said, learning disabled, he was bullied, didn't know much of nothing. He only knows what he was taught by his mother. His sister doesn't want any part of it. She was a drug addict, and I don't understand what the situation is about the two other brothers, but I did hear Chris say on a live, and I'm not sure when it was, that they were half-brothers. So I don't know life herself. And I guess she did the best she could with what she had to deal with. But with the father being on the road all the time, and like I said, lot lizards is what Chris called them. So I think he spent a lot of money on other women and stuff growing up. So
sad, and I'm glad that you called in, because you know it's good. really change anything for me in terms of how I feel about how he treats his mother and how I feel about him as, you know, a man who excuse me, who won't work.
Chris is capable of a lot. Been back to a doctor in 20 years. Medications don't affect.
Evaluated for sure. That's crazy. 20
because they gave him something. He said that he would sit in front of his closet with this, and the doctor said, he's crazy. Yes, he does take Klonopin, and yes, he does on a drug. He is honestly trying to make all their bills and stuff are paid before groceries to live on each month. He does not get any compensation paid for out of her $1,700. Their money is laying on the table. Underneath of it is time they heat with gas. So they have it pretty tight. And when he's going on live now,
I have a caller. Christine says that he was using meth. Is that do you know anything about that?
I think at one point that he was, but I can't tell you when it was. And I've been watching him for about 2 years now and talking to him for about 2 years. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he even admits that when he was younger, he did different drugs and stuff, LSD and drink. And then he had this one friend over, and I won't mention his name, and that friend is a known meth head, but I don't think Chris was.
Meth is water soluble, such as cannabis. So I don't know if it's 3 to 4 days, maybe max.
I don't know. I have no knowledge of that kind of stuff.
Oh, I look it up for the show. That's why I know.
Comments now. Yes, he is abusing the Klonopin. Doesn't remember he took it and takes more and continues to take more. And I've also started noticing that he's scratching a lot. I call that the narcotic itch. Mama gets narcotics. I don't know. I do know that with the Klonopin, oh yeah, he's abusing them. He's absolutely abusing them.
Well, I also wanted to show another video of him. And with someone close, you have to weigh in on this with extenuating circumstances. But when it comes down to it, would you consider his relationship with his mother abusive, in your opinion?
And doesn't realize, that after meals. And if they get on the road and leave the house, can take care of herself. Mama, Jane, she can walk up those steps and go to the back.
That is actually makes these assertions, and show that you guess the.
Just wanted to clear it up. Yeah, he's a con artist piece of shit sometimes, but he does love his mama, and she loves him, and I think they'd be lost without each other. They just need somebody to step in and show them the right the programs that are available for them.
What would be those the callers talking about?
She's eligible for
some
longer
sort
term
of
benefits.
services.
You got to apply for them. They're just not going to hand them out. Right, more services. And that's what Adult Protective Services should be doing, is offering more services. And they're not.
Yeah.
And Chris is an adult himself. Adult Protective Services. He needs protection himself. That's all I'm going to say anymore. Okay. Thanks, Jay. Bye.
Thank you for calling.
What we got to do now? Yep. All that money that they gave us for us.
Yeah.
We're shit. We're shitty human beings. They think you're a cripple.
Yeah.
They think GW. You remember you said she's got Parkinson and she got Parkinson's. You read her fucking body, she has tremors.
Tremors.
Fucking dumbass.
What's a doctor?
And you think that she's not able to take. What have I done in her past? Guess what? She took her own medicine this morning.
Yes, indeed.
And she's been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
She knows how to fucking take her medicine. And guess what? When she wants to shit, she don't have to ask. She don't have to ask me. The way you make it sound like, Chris, don't let his mom use her bathroom. One thing she got to do is, you don't know my mom the way you think. It's like, I wish you knew my real mom. I feel my real mom. I wish you knew how she really acts. She wants to shit. That's what it is.
I don't.
But I don't give a fuck. If I got to shit, I shit.
And I don't have to because I got these things that you don't have to.
I know I'm different from my mom. If I got a shit, I don't give a fuck. The bathroom can look like a damn scene from Hostel. I will shit on that bitch. Hell, what disease? They don't. Believe me. She probably says that you probably don't even have any.
Well, I do.
Hey, I can't believe you didn't say more, because she makes up something percent of pure bullshit, lies, and sprinkles a little truth in it. Like truth that I put salsa in a Fanta bottle. I made good money that day for me and my mom, and I went and bought them. I was upstairs in the bathroom, and that's not against the law. And you said, "Oh yeah, he drunk his own pee." Yeah, I drink my own pee. I told sheriff's deputy. I told a probation officer knows I drink pee. I tell the goddamn world I drink. Actually, I do. Whoever's listening, and my pee actually tastes pretty damn good, and I made pretty good money for that. What I do? Buy groceries. And you think that's against the law? No, that's not against the law. You call it gruesome things, and you say that I can't. In one sentence that you say, I don't know which way you going with it, but I'm gonna leave that out. But 99, damn near close to 99. I'll say shit, probably 97. 96% of everything you said in that letter that you sent them, that little fucking email, is pure bullshit, lies. It's like, and sprinkle a little truth, like, me, doing shit up my ass challenges and like drinking pee. You should have said all the other challenges so you let them out. You like, setting the hair on fire. I told the deputy sheriff about that. And that's pretty funny. How you say, he's a stunt man, he put it in like parentheses.
A vape headache. I need to hydrate. So in that video, the mom and Chris, they're basically saying that she is independent or partially independent or more independent than we think she is, and that's kind of like what the caller was saying too.
Yeah, I would agree. Going by that, and the previous caller, who seems to have a lot of, inside knowledge of what's going on, more than most people, I would say, that she does have, and that's why I was thinking in my mind, how affected is she? Is she able to? Has been doing things for her, and as you know, the more you do for people, the more you're stealing from them. So maybe she's just got used to, having those things done for her. And
he doesn't do things, but he doesn't do anything. It seems. Yeah. Or maybe he did at some point, but it's kind of tapered off. Like he's gotten fatigued or something. Like a theory.
Like the house cleaning and the bed making and getting herself showered and putting new clothes on. That's a lot of things that people say about with regard to Chris. He's not bathing her. She's been in the same clothes for 5 days. It just makes me wonder whether she does have that capacity to do it and she just doesn't want to do it. I don't know.
Here's the thing about the video. So I see the video, and is independent, and she and almost it's like she's not credible because she goes along independent. Then why is he threatening to put her in a home? Like that doesn't add up. Like if he's saying, "Oh, if I leave and get along by herself," and she's then agreeing, and in the other video she's arguing that he's not checking her sting enough. Like it just doesn't, like what's coming out of their mouths isn't consistent.
Jointed, isn't it? It's very it must be a horrific way to live for sure.
Well, I can just come on up. I don't want to. I know sometimes I can be a little like I get really excited and I just start talking and I just ramble on and I might, So if anybody has anything to say or any comments on what you've seen, just go ahead and speak up. If not, I'll go ahead and show the video.
I just want to say something about the one video where he's like having a breakdown or whatever. Mm-hmm. It being a caregiver is very exhausting, and you don't really have time for yourself. You have to be very selfless, and you don't have time for yourself, so it can be to help me, and it's just still exhausting, mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it. I mean, I don't know how much he's really taking care of her, but I'm just, just throwing that out there.
Well, you are frozen. Okay, you unfroze. Sorry.
Oh, shoot.
No, you were talking, but you weren't moving. So I'm like,
Oh,
moving.
okay.
But you're moving and talking now. So what are some of the you said what are some things that are what's like the worst? Is it like, having to change a diaper or having to make sure that they have their medicine, feeding?
Constant like worry almost. That's part of it, because I don't know. My daughter's very fragile, very disabled. Like, she has a life-threatening condition. So I think the constant worry to me is like the most exhausting. And then, all the doctor's appointments, all the, her feeding, she has a trach, she needs suction, she's on a CPAP machine at night. There's just so much to remember. And I have 2 other kids on top of it. So it's a lot. It's a lot. Trying to keep all of that stuff straight. It's just, I don't know.
I can understand it, and I appreciate you giving your time to this tonight situation and an honest, objective opinion from people who like yourself who know what you're talking about, because you're living you're living your life and you're experiencing some of these things, and you can help us understand why he might be behaving this way. Even if we don't agree with it, even if we don't think it's okay, at least we can get in that,
I have a nurse right now, so
I would like to show what's going on or whatever, and he's currently seeing a social worker, and I feel like, if we don't do this video now, if I wait till wintertime, it might be too late. Investigated. So anyone who has any, of course, we don't need any. If anybody, and I don't think anybody has recently said any of these, the big lies about like him raping his mom. I don't think anyone said that. But if anyone has actual, proof and evidence, please do, report the truth and only the truth to the people that it needs to get to, so that they can help make a decision on whether, maybe this family needs more help. Maybe this family needs someone. I'm not a professional, but if we put the truth out there, the professionals will know what to do with it. That's the best we can do. At least that's my take on it. But I want to show you Chris's reaction to having that involvement when he finds out. He went on Instagram to talk about it, and I have those videos here today.
Chilling, trying to get my Bob putting on. I just got the summons. We just got the summons from the sheriff's deputy. I knew that was coming. But guess what? The person who made that complaint, if you use your real name, they didn't really scribble it. They didn't really black it out good enough, because I can see it. See, look, it says it. Look, check this out. They try to redact it or whatever. Look, it's a nice person that wrote an email, right? Exhibit D. All right, you sent this, John. Look how thick this shit is. Look at that shit. Lies after lies. Let me go through some. Before I get to the name of the person who sent the email, I can actually read through that black. Look, they try to black out your name. If you use your real name, you're stupid as hell. Really, you are. But I know what it is. They said it on Thursday, June 11th at 1:03 p.m. And they blacked your name out. I hope you didn't use your real name. But if you do, it doesn't make a fuck. I don't care. All right, so listen to this. These motherfuckers are educated. They're educated. To whom this may concern, Chris Hann of Pelham, Alabama, is a danger to himself and his mother. Chris has mentally and physically goes from different social media sites accounts bagging on. Is it against the law to bag for money? I want to say the name under his black in a minute. Good enough, So that's a complaint. I do sometimes ask my mom to say, yeah, well, that part's right. I do say, Mom, ask for donations, yeah. That's one. That's the only thing true right there. And I do beg for money, so. But that's not against the law, is it? The person that wrote this email to, I like Gates, to whom this may concern. That sounds like a woman. Don't y'all think that's a woman? That's a woman way of talking, right? Yeah, it is. But, yeah. You must hate me very much. And you must hate my mom because, literally, if the court wins and I go to jail and my mom goes to a home, my mom will literally die. And that's helping the situation. You're a freak. You ain't got nothing else to do in your life than fucking harass people and make them. I got a whole goddamn list of shit that you made up. Incest? I fucked my mom? Really? Where's that goddamn evidence at? It says in here, incest. Mom, she had bruises from head to toe. Are you fucking insane? You are. I mean, look, I don't even give a fuck no more. Hey, by the way, you won. I'm going to like not live stream no more because it's obviously y'all get jealous of more money and donations in a day than you do working your ass off all day. That's what I'm guessing. And you get mad because I cuss your ass out a lot and I ban you. You're that person. So I want to let you have a win, but I will be back stronger than ever. But going to be I was getting burned out anyway. No, actually, yeah, I was. But I want to give you a win, okay, lady? I told my mom, this shit ain't worth it. It's like people getting, I don't know why somebody be jealous. Why would somebody make up all these lies? It's like lies after lies. And which also, wishy-washy. And another thing, I told you, the sheriff's stuff's been going on for almost 2 years. If they, and the thing is, everything I film, I know I'm filming it. It's like, I don't understand. Y'all are, it could be all of y'all. It could be from what, I read all this shit. Sunlight in a different angle. Took me a while, but I figured it out. I don't remember this name that I'm about to say. I think it's a fake name, because who would use a real name, right? A lot of things. You ever heard of somebody? Fucking weirdo. That's just like when I count down, it's over with. Fucking, I wanna fucking. I'll probably go break my goddamn phone, to be honest with you. I'm pretty goddamn pissed. Hey, you won, you little bitch. Y'all will. I just it's gonna be when we move, and y'all ain't never gonna know where the fuck I live. I guarantee you that shit. I kind of have to. And yeah, but you still find out where somebody live with their real name. I don't know. I'm so goddamn mad I can't even think. I told that sheriff's deputy 100. That sheriff's deputy was nice, so pretty woman, pretty white woman. And the thing is, it's like 90% of the shit in here is bullshit, lies. Fucking chilling, trying to get my body put on.
Hello, I went and got a drink of water.
Well, I think that that's a big part of the problem of proving that there's any neglect or abuse. Nobody should tell the authorities, send them an email or anything stating anything that isn't true or that they don't know for a fact. And know for a fact and can prove to the authorities that this is happening. Nobody.
We almost missed it. Hello, you're on.
Hello?
What's up?
Yeah, my phone's lagging. Okay, you still there?
Yeah.
Sorry, my phone's lagging. Years, she had dementia. She was bedridden, like a stepchild. I'm sorry.
Definitely agree with that opinion there, but about his having you stick around and
Hello?
but continue watching. We're gonna show
Opinion in, but something's lagging.
rate the quality of the call bad, lagging, garbled or unclear. I guess that's the best we can do. Let's wait. What was this one? Okay, so we're gonna watch. I want to watch. Oh, you were talking. I'm sorry. The caller. The call cut you.
That the summons that he got, that the things that the person apparently sent to the authorities, that what was in there was not was the whole thing. It's like if you know for a fact that someone is being abused or is a danger to themselves and say stuff and they're trolling him, and for them to give wrong information to the authorities, that is not helping the case, because he and his mother, they do need help. But if people aren't the help that they need.
I agree with. I definitely agree, and obviously I get trolling, but sometimes it can go a little far. I'm definitely glad that I don't. Where he's saying, "Oh, they said I raped my mom." The caller that knows, and she didn't even believe. I mean, I'm not gonna really believe her. Show the paper, because of these bogus things you said. Then I'm gonna believe that's not the case. And I'm not trying to call you. I guess I am calling you a liar. I guess I am calling Chris a liar. Not you.
Chris is definitely not credible. I mean, I don't believe what he says either. But my point was just, it's not nobody. I mean, trolling is one thing, but you can take it too far.
Because they're like, well, he's imminent. He's doing this right now, but not happening.
Right.
But on one thing with no proof, they're obviously going on something that has a lot of proof, and we actually have that. Let me show. Someone requested that we see this. There's no dicks in it. I'm gonna go ahead and show this, and then I have some videos of his reaction to his Oh, got 2 videos. Actually, 3 videos. We're wrapping up soon, everyone. I'm not gonna keep everybody up too much longer. Let's get this. Give me a second here. Okay, here we go. Full screen that, and we got it. Okay.
Some of them people fucks their dogs.
Yes, I knew a lot of them.
Mama knows a lot of it. Yeah. Hey.
That went outside and,
My grandpa.
My grandpa,
My grandpa, my father's son.
and Buck laid it down.
Laid it down.
And Granny went outside to see what he was doing, and she found him out there doing that. She run in the house, got it put up in the house. I mean, he went back in the house and took her off of it.
Yeah.
And she said, I know what you've been doing.
Fuck is out.
And them cows and goats ain't gonna be out there long. They're on their way to pick them up.
Yeah. Bad balls.
That video a little bit went over my head. Well, I showed it. So on the let me get a little bit. Hold on. Let me get organized here in my brain. we might not get to everything on topic here. Here is a video where, yeah, I'll watch it. Chris Hann, and I don't know who's behind these pages. So Chris Hann, YouTube, not YouTube, but come from the Chris. Watch that. If you guys like Chris Hann, like watching these videos. I'm just kind of cherry picking different stunts and him like putting stuff and hard pass. All right, we might show that in a later video, but I think we got the point across. And again, we started this at 7:30. It's 11:13. So I'm gonna wrap this up with a few things, and I do want to touch in on some of that racism he's got, because that's what he's been given to the social worker, and I want to show that there is a pattern of racism as well. Does that relate to how he takes care of his mom? No, but he's being racist toward the social worker, so I just want to go ahead and throw that in there, and I'll wrap us up with that. But anyway, this is what happens when his mother, utilizes her depends, and this is.
Who did you want? A girl named A. I don't want to say her name again. Had to give her publicity. I'm done.
Smell shit. Shit in my britches.
Well, hey, if you got shit, that's why you wear depends.
Oh my God.
I mean, it don't smell that bad. Well, that means you got first deals in bathtub. Hey, shit always depends. So I want to give you a bag. You run up there. I want to throw you a towel in the hallway and take a bath afterwards, okay?
Yeah.
That's a direct order. That's a direct order from your wannabe caregiver. Hey, slide around in it.
Dang.
Shit.
Ugh.
Hey, mom, accidents happen, man.
It's all over the place.
Hey, if I had some depends are always on, I would shit my pants with you. Hey, I smell. Hey, your shit don't smell as worse as mine.
God.
My shit smells way worse.
I hate to get out.
Hey, the other things hold it in.
It's supposed to, but it runs.
Well, if it runs, damn, fuck it, I clean it, man. Ain't no big deal. I need to do some damn cleaning anyway. Just walk nice and slow, or run. I didn't smell it until you said something about it. I thought it was something dead out there.
I had
my shit smells like dead animals. Mama, if somebody said they never shit in their pants, I would never trust them. I shit in my pants all the time. Now, I played in my own shit, so at least you don't play in it. One time I did a damn challenge, and a damn turd flew across the room from my butt. So, you ever had that happen to you? No. I've been over, and I'm trying to fart or something. The damn little turd shot straight across the room behind the damn toilet. I had to go fetch it. Barehanded like a boss. That was before all this virus shit was breaking out. Now we'll wear gloves. It don't look. I don't even smell it no more. I don't even smell it no more. And I bet he can't even smell it. You're asking, can he smell it?
No.
Okay, I ain't gonna do you like that. All right, buddy. It looks like my lawyer. Oh yeah, I want to say one more thing. This A-girl said.
Here is 2021, and though the rollout of 5G technology has been slow, your town.
So, what are your thoughts on?
Yes, he acknowledged the situation. He, in his own way, I think what he was trying to do was to make his mama not feel so embarrassed about what had happened. and did himself up and have a shower, but was the way he did it so appropriate? No. You know, I wouldn't have used those words. Mum feel embarrassed about it. What does everyone
If
else
that
think?
were to happen, would your recommendation be that they pull over and, you know, go to a public restroom, or would you not recommend that? Like, I've never utilized pens. I don't know, like.
It would depend how far away they are from home. If they're closer to home, might be in a lot more of a mess and not being able to shower or anything. So it really depends. It's a really.
And I don't know if he's turning into a plaza. I don't know if he's turning around to go home. I really don't know. I don't have the full video, and obviously, I hope when Chris sees this, I hope he'll tell us what happened. It to me, it just seemed like, and again, a child is much smaller than an adult. Because if a child does that, you pull over pretty much. You know, you pull over immediately because you can utilize the public restroom, but they have so it might be better to.
Yeah. We've got to think about Mrs. Hann's, I suppose, dignity as well. Probably, if I'm hoping he did go home, you know, and didn't have her sitting in the car in that condition, that would have been really wrong.
Bladder or anything. And if something like that happened, it was always best just to go home, because it would make the situation a lot worse. As far as for her, it would make, and around, you know, with her about that, I would kind of try to joke with my grandma about it to a certain point, not as intense. Here, like the frustration in her voice too, like, really, would you just shut up and get me home? You know, you can kind of hear that. But with my grandmother, like you heard him like ask kind of like what she was wearing. With my grandmother, it would be soaked from head to toe, so I'd have to take a shower after her. But you know, that was part of it. And so I'm sure it was probably better for Mrs. Hann to go home. And, you know, not just her.
Short video. It could really go either way with that video.
I think that is the one where he does open up the door for her when he gets to the house, and he's like running up to the door and runs and opens up the door and then comes back and opens up, like basically gets the door open for her so she can go on in the house a little bit to finally. But see, my biggest aggravation with him is that it takes him forever to get her home. You don't really remember him going directly home. And I did want to say this too before we get off for the evening. One thing, and of how old that lady is and what she can do for herself and what she cannot do for herself. The fact of the matter is, that is his mother. She took time when he was growing up that she has done, and you know, he needs to step up and he needs to take care of her and let her live these last years, the best years of her life. That's how I feel.
I would agree with that. And I would like to wrap up by showing some of his comments about the social worker, but I know I'm not the only one who is getting extremely tired, and I'm probably not the only one who has a headache, and I took a bathroom break during one of these videos, so I know you guys are probably wanting to get off as well. So things we're gonna have to do. Obviously, we're gonna have to do a part 2. I love that you guys showed up for part 1, and if anyone would like to come back for a part 2, traditional style. But I like this new format. How do you guys like this format? I'm kind of evolving the show a little bit.
I like it. I think it helps give, you know, a different point of view.
I was going to say the same, that you can get perspectives from a lot of different people. With most of you all are carers, so you can sort of understand in part what is too. So I think it's a good way of doing these lives, actually.
I stole the idea from myself when we did the cannabis show, the show right before this one. I was just like, the double streaming wasn't a success. I've been checking in on the YouTube comments, and it looks like I did YouTube a disservice, and which is weird because the way I had this double streaming set up is it's going to one source and then splitting out into two different sources after it gets off my network. So apparently the lag that's happening should also be streaming fine to YouTube because it's leaving my house fine. So that is a service that I paid for that I did not get my money's worth, and I am mad. It should have worked because I first set it up to where I was streaming both out of my house, like I was streaming out of my house to YouTube, and then that service streams to the places, and then they charge me. I'm gonna write a letter. Anyway, let me show you the video of him reacting to the social worker. He's got a lot to say about her, and he plays the race card. You gotta love it. I've got an earlier video of him doing that same thing in like 2015, so it's a pattern for him. Does it relate to how he takes care of his mom? No. Does it relate to him as a person? I think so. So let me go ahead and play that video, and you guys will see it.
Mellow yellow. I'm putting that fucking mellow yellow in the fucking. I'm putting this fucking mellow yellow in the freezer. That's where I can have me something good to drink. Mellow yellow. Hey, what do y'all prefer? Hell, ain't nobody in here yet. I'm talking to myself. Oops. Happy beautiful Taco Titty Tuesday. No, happy beautiful Taco Titty, my friend. All right, here's a question. What do y'all prefer? To me, they taste about the goddamn same. I want some. Mom, she prefers Mountain Dew too. But for anybody that didn't listen, it says 0 people, so I didn't think nobody heard me. What do you refrigerator? Nope, the freezer and get it cold. We're gonna slam that son of a bitch. So how's everybody doing? What everybody doing today? It's a beautiful Tuesday. A little bit later. New rule. Y'all heard the new rule. Those fucking stupid ass fucking Adult Protective Services says I'm not allowed to put my mom on camera anymore, which doesn't make any goddamn sense. And that makes my mom upset because she likes to feel all day. Exactly. Thank you, Scott. What do y'all think about that? To put my mom on any social media platform. I mean, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. It ain't like I always have my mom on camera. I mean, would I get in trouble if her voice is on camera? I just don't fucking understand. Can her voice be on camera? Because they didn't clarify that. They just said I cannot put my mom on Facebook or Instagram. And I don't even have her on there all the time. She just likes to hang out with her son. And now I got to stay up here all the time and broadcast. I can't be next to my mom. And here in a minute, we're about to go out. I don't know what. I got to just tell her to be quiet the whole fucking time. Well, I would love to tell my mom you said hello, but if she said hello back, and we're being monitored by those assholes, social service fucks. And yes, I did call you. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about. Hey, for you saying that my mom can't be on camera, I know you're monitoring me, okay? And I just want you to know that that's a stupid fucking rule. And here to have her on camera all the time in the fucking first place, you nappy-headed bitch. You might as well shave it off completely because it looks stupid as fuck. Hey, seriously, your haircut looks stupid as fuck. Really, it does. Out with your 3 little fucking bodyguards, you know? You think I'm so dangerous, you gotta bring 3 bodyguards. If you're that fucking scared, you need to get in another line of work, you stupid fuck. God, I hate that bitch. And oh yeah, I take my 3 little police bodyguards after I said I should have. Yeah, remember that? Nappy-headed bitch. And remember a couple minutes later. And next time you come around here, you better never ever say a fucking word to me. And I know next time you go, I'll probably bring about 6 bodyguards. 6 cops. Probably 20. Why don't you bring 50? This is so dangerous. I'm so dangerous. Why don't you bring the military next time, you nappy-headed bitch? You know I don't like you. You know that shit. And I know you don't like me. You know you wasted valuable resources. You're harassing us. And me and my mom, we're disgusted. We're thinking about suing y'all for harassment. And I told you that in your fucking face, so you remember? But I'm really thinking about finding a lawyer, not one of them public defender fuckers. I'm talking about a private lawyer. And I'm thinking about taking your ass to fucking court and suing your fucking ass. You nappy-headed bitch. Just something. My IQ is probably higher than yours. You could not get no other job but that job because it's the easiest job that you could fucking work, you dumb fuck. You're so goddamn stupid, you nappy-headed bitch. You know what I'm talking about? You was here yesterday with your 3 little police officers. Huh? Remember? You're so goddamn stupid you couldn't even work at McDonald's. Because that's a hard job. You could not handle it. You have a poor attitude. And you come in my fucking house. My fucking house. I'm on a lease here, by the way, motherfucker. You come in my house, you don't even wear a mask. What's up with that shit? I'm danger? No, motherfucker, you're danger. I have never seen you sanitize your hands. You're touching doorknobs. You're doing this, opening doors. No telling how many houses you go to every day. And you walk in my house. You get right up on my mama, breathing all over her, and don't even have a mask. And I'm dangerous, but you're not. No, you're dangerous, and you are going to get sued, and I'm taking your ass to court, nappy-headed fucking bitch. And I hope you fucking hear this, because you told me I'm not allowed to have my mom on camera, so that means somebody's monitoring this shit, and I hope this gets to you, because guess what? I'm taking your ass to fucking court. Bet. I'm already doing research on fucking lawyers, and I'm fucking suing your ass. How you like that, bitch? And I'm going to win, too. Bet. You want me to tell you what's so sad, you fucking nappy-headed fucking adult protective services bitch? You wasted your time here believing all the bullshit. Maggots is what they are. You believe everything those maggots say. That shows how fucking stupid you are. You are a pathetic fucking human being. And that's the honest, easiest job that you could find. And guess what? You're not even good at it. You suck at it. And I wish you would get fired. Matter of fact, you might be fired here soon. You ever thought about that? You better start looking for a new line of work. You hear me, nappy-headed bitch? And you tell me I can't videotape you in my own fucking house? Well, guess what? Next time you come in my house, I'm going to videotape you. I'm going to put both of my goddamn phones in different angles and videotape you on 2 different platforms. Hey, like that, bitch. It's not against the law. You're in my fucking house. Now, if I was in your house and you told me not videotape you, yeah, I would not videotape you. I'm on a goddamn lease and you're in my goddamn house and I'm going to videotape you next time, okay? I want to let everybody see how fucked up you are and how mean you are, mama. And you don't talk down on me, bitch. And I'm not dangerous to my mama. I treat my mama better than you treated your mama. Bet, bitch. Huh? I bet you fucking goes to hang out with your fucking friends, go to the dance club, listen to hip hop music, right, bitch? Nappy-headed bitch. Huh? You probably, look, listen here, motherfucker. Next time, what about step it up? Remember, 1 to 3. So why don't you step it up? Because I'm so dangerous? Why don't you get the fucking military? Huh? Because I'm dangerous. Next time you come out, I want to apologize for calling you a bitch. Then I'll wait 2 minutes so don't call you a bitch again. How you like that? Nappy-headed bitch. Hey, and here's another thing. You cannot, I've been doing research. You cannot legally make me leave my fucking house. I'm not a danger to my mama. I treat my mama better than all your coworkers, and especially you, and anybody you fucking know. I dedicate my fucking life 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year to make sure. You know why I'm up here right now? And why I'm not with my mama right now? Because you said I'm not allowed to put my mom on camera. I'm going to call you here in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going downstairs right now to look for your card because you always gives us cards. If you ever need anything or need me, call me. Well, why would we need you? Why would we want to call you? But guess what? I'm about to call you here in a minute, okay? and I'm going to call you a bitch again. But first, I'm going to ask you, can my mom, I want to be nice, then I'm going to call you a bitch again. And you're probably saying, why is he so angry? Well, you're fucking harassing us. You graduated high school. I didn't even graduate high school. I spent vodka and fucking listening to music. And this is when I was 21, 22 years old. This ain't now. I don't do nothing now. I don't do nothing. I don't drink. My only advice is now, you nappy-headed bitches, cigarettes and eating fucking food and drinking soda. Can I do that? Hey, nappy-headed bitch, can I drink soda? Can I show soda on camera? Huh? Is that against? I don't even think it's against the law. I think you have my mama on camera. That's weird. Are y'all making your own rules? Huh? I know y'all got in the government. I know that. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I take care of my mama at your house at fucking right at 18 because you wanted to get away from your mother right away. Right? Yeah. And you probably don't even visit her or call her. How hard is it? That do you? Bitch. Nappy-headed bitch. You are not allowed to enter. And the only way that you entered in is because my mom got to the door before I did. But guess what? Next time I'm coming to the door and you are not going to get in here. Huh? How you like that? But if you wear a mask and sanitize and wash your fucking hands, I might let you come in. Okay? So next time you come to my house, I will let you in, but you better have a fucking mask on and you better fucking wash your goddamn hands. And you better stay 6 feet from me and my mama. And I'll rest my case. And here pretty soon you're going to be hearing from a lawyer. Okay? And you're probably like, oh, yeah, he's going to lose. No, bitch, I'm going to fucking win. Because I'm not a danger to my mother. You want me to tell you who's dangerous to my mother? Who's making my mother's life miserable? Let's guess. A nappy-headed bitch with a fucking, what is that shit? What kind of face you got? A sitting bitch face? A resting bitch face, that's it. Wait, let's think again. The only danger to my mother is this nappy-headed bitch with a resting bitch face. And you should just go ahead and shave your head off completely. You look a lot better because what you got going up there, it ain't working. You might as well get a goddamn weave or get a wig. That shit ain't working. I know you don't give a fuck what I think, but look, you're fucking with somebody who ain't done nothing wrong. And that should be against the law. You should be in fucking prison for a year and a day. Seriously. For real. I ain't never been a bitch. I wish there was a way that I could get you put in prison. Because you've been harassing us off and on with your little clan for about, what, 2 years now? Case closed, case open, case closed, case... Shit, just last Monday you came by and you said the case is closed. 7 days in the future, you just came by and you opened up a new case. For what? For what? You know that, right? You're racist. You don't like white people, do you? I bet you don't treat black people like this, do you, nappy-headed bitch? Huh? Do you? You're racist. Huh? You are. You're a racist-ass bitch. I guarantee you do not treat black people the way you do me and my mom. You should be fired. I want to try my best to get you fired. I want to start fucking... I'm thinking tomorrow to go... I know where your office is. It's in Columbiana. Not that far from the courthouse. I know exactly where it is. I'm thinking about doing a protest right in front of your goddamn building and live streaming it. What do you think about that? Every motherfucking day. You're harassing us? I think everybody... And I'm thinking about calling Fox 6 News. You ever heard of Fox 6 News, or local news? I'm thinking about telling them how y'all are treating us. I'm thinking about getting your ass on the news. Not in a good way or a bad way. You're harassing us, bitch. And I'm about to... You fucking with me and my mama? You're a danger to my mama. You understand that, bitch? I'm going to call Fox 6 on your side, and I want to tell them everything about what y'all are doing. What evidence do you got against me to show that I'm dangerous? What? That I spend all my days and that's dangerous? That if my mom wants fast food, that I get her fast food? If my mom wants if my mom wants fast food, I want to get her fast food. What? That's dangerous? If my mom wants something to eat, I want to fucking get her what she wants to eat. You're not a god. I got more respect for a police than I do you. You are worse than Jeffrey Dahmer. You're worse than fucking the Unabomber. You just name all the serial killers. You're way worse than any one of those. You are a danger to society. You never wanted them locked up. Or at least a yellow. I'll put that fucking mellow yellow in the fucking. I'm gonna put this fucking mellow yellow in the freezer. It's right.
A migraine. No. Like, so that's his reaction to the social worker.
He's not going to get anywhere with that.
I would like I had a few more videos I wanted to show, but you know what? I'm just gonna have to put them in like most YouTube. Like I owe YouTube after the crappy streaming that happened, and for the 9 of you still watching on YouTube that stuck with it, thank you. Sorry about that. I will be doing I'll get some clips together for YouTube and do another season 2.6 episode exclusive for YouTube to make up for it. Won't be next week. But does anyone else have anything to add? I'm gonna wrap us up with the credits and thank you guys for showing up.
I just want to say thank you very much for letting me take a part of this tonight. This has always been a very, very touchy subject to me, a very delicate subject to me. Like I said from the very get-go tonight, my grandparents were my saving grace. They always have been my saving grace. And I was just very glad that I was able to take part in this discussion with all you beautiful ladies and gentlemen, and was able to put my 2 cents in, and hope that in the end, that if nothing else, maybe some of the viewers tonight were able to see maybe some people that are new, maybe they won't be so quick to just, donate and be so quick to give that money, because some people are just adding that fuel to that fire, to give that money to buy the alcohol or wherever that money's going, and it not necessarily going to the good things right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to thank you for showing up. Thank everyone. I really do hope Chris's mom gets some help, and that's handled in a professional, thorough manner. There's been lots of suggestions from us about for her to be separated from her son. But whatever happens, I hope it's the right thing. I hope that it doesn't continue the way that it has been. I'll say that much. And I'll play us out with some credits. And does anyone else want to say goodbye?
Yes, thank you, Jay, for doing this. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me be a part of it. Good night,
Yeah, thank you so much, Jay. I was
thank you for
glad I was
staying
able to.
up. Aren't you? Isn't it late where you are, or is it early?
No, it's just gone 1 o'clock in the afternoon here.
Oh, well,
so
thank you for taking the time in the middle of the day on a Monday.
That's okay. I'm just
Monday, right?
glad that I could. Yeah, Monday. glad that I don't condone a lot of what's happened, but it sort of gives a different perspective of what it's like to be a carer and what an amazing job carers do, and the way they contribute towards society, and also how very he needs care himself, definitely. So I was just glad I could get that point across a little bit as well. Thanks so much for providing that.
All right. Well, if no one else has anything to say, I will go ahead and play out those credits, and I will put something for all the clips. I want to thank other page, the Facebook page that is obviously not Chris Hann, that has been posting exposed videos as well that I was able to utilize. Thank you so much for keeping those up. And if anyone wants to see more videos that we don't have time to show, hello. Oh, you were just you just weren't muted and it popped you up. I thought you were saying goodbye. But if anyone has if anyone has a need to see more videos, you can watch them on the links that I had and play us out with the credits.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Up on YouTube. Sorry for the bad stream as my next project.
You too, Jay.
Get out. Oh, have a great night, Nancy.
Thank you.